The flight was 6 hours and 11 minutes. I counted. Not because I was anxious, but because I wanted to remember exactly how long I had given them. My father called on a Tuesday. He never called on Tuesdays. His voice had that practiced softness he used only when he needed something from me. He said, "Your mother is making her lamb. Your sister will be there with the kids, please." He said please twice. He said, "We miss you," in a way that sounded like he had rehearsed it in the bathroom mirror. I said yes before I could stop myself. Then I didn't cancel the ticket, which was the first small betrayal of the old version of me. The Uber from the airport cost $87. The driveway looked the same. The wreath on the door was new. I knocked because no one had ever given me a key. He opened the door smiling. That should have been the first warning. My father's smiles were not gifts, they were receipts. "You will babysit your sister's children," he said. "No hello, no how was the flight. We are going on family trip." Behind him, my sister leaned against the wall with her arms crossed. Two children clung to her legs, one wiping his nose with the back of his hand. She laughed the way she always laughed at me, like I was a prop she had outgrown but kept around for nostalgia. "Don't wipe your snot on him, kids," she said. They all laughed. Even my mother, who appeared in the hallway with an apron on, laughed before she caught herself and looked down. I stood there with my suitcase handle still extended. The cold air from outside was leaving. I could feel it go. Something inside me did not break. That was the strange part. I had expected the crack, the familiar surrender, the quiet folding of my spine. Instead, something stayed very still. It was not anger. Anger would have been a performance for them. It was a small, cold recognition that I had already left this house 6 months ago in every way that mattered. I just hadn't told them yet. "I quit my job in September." I said. The sound of my own voice surprised me. It was calm. Almost bored, my sister stopped laughing. "The new one starts in January," I continued. "I moved 2 weeks ago, didn't mention it, didn't need to." Silence has a texture. This one felt like dust settling after a stomp. "You're lying," my sister said, but her voice had a crack in it, not because she was hurt, because she was recalculating. My father's face did something complicated. The smile was gone, but the anger hadn't arrived yet. He was in the doorway between confusion and rage, and I could see him trying to find the right door. "You came all this way," he said slowly, as if explaining something to a child. "I did," I said. "You begged me. Remember?" My mother stepped forward. Her hands were wet from washing something. "Sweetheart, let's just talk about this." "There's nothing to talk about," I said. "You're going on a trip. I'm not watching the kids. Those are the facts." My sister screamed. It was not a dramatic scream. It was a practical scream, the sound of a plan collapsing. "Who the hell do you think you are? We rearranged everything." "You rearranged nothing," I said. "You assumed. There's a difference." My father started pacing. His hands opened and closed at his sides. He was going crazy in that quiet, terrifying way he had, the one that used to make me hide in my room. But I was not 8 years old anymore. I was not 15. I was not 22 and crying in my car. I was standing in a doorway I had already walked through months ago. "Please," my mother said. She was begging now. Her hands reached for me. "Please, just this once, we'll make it up to you." "You won't," I said. "You never have, and I stopped needing you to." I turned around, pulled my suitcase over the threshold, walked back to the curb. The Uber app was already open on my phone. Behind me, my sister was still screaming. My father was shouting something about respect. My mother was crying. I did not look back. The second Uber cost $92 because of holiday surge pricing. The return flight was overbooked. I stood in the boarding line for 40 minutes, holding my ticket like a passport to a country I had just realized I was already a citizen of. On the plane, I put my head against the window. The woman next to me asked if I was okay. "I will be," I said, and for the first time in my life, I believed it.